All right, here we go. Time for us to head to Utah. I think I snuck right through that.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Miami Heat. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah, his impact on the glass is drifting downward. You know, sometimes as a player, your focus shifts. You redirect your energy toward other phases of the game. And that could be what's happening here. But obviously, it's a bit of a concern going forward.
So here's Miami's starting group. Powell is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then
we're going to play for the Miami Heat for another season. I know that.
It's MP. And it's Hero in at the 2. And for Utah, Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. Then it's George. Then there's Bailey. And it's Sensabaugh in at shooting guard. So, Tim, the matchup before us tonight. What do you think we can expect to see?
Well, I think this is going to be one at the three-point line. Both of these teams, high-volume, three-point shooting teams. If they both get hot, it's going to come down to which team can get a stop first.
This is going to be our kind of game.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
Good on both. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Here's George. Following the basket by MP. Kessler with the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And here's MP for 3. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, that's a key 3 for MP. If he hits these at a high rate, he'll have a spot in this league for a long time.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to Markkanen. Kessler, a screen on MP. 4 on the clock. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, how about those quick hands by Adebayo? You better be careful if you're trying to handle the ball around him.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. Back to George. And it's Bailey in the corner. Jazz passing it around. Fires the three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Back to MP. Kessler with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the
I'm not going to go wackety with three-pointer shots tonight. Either, like I did with the last game against the... Wow.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight.
I think they heard me.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Wiggins. 17 points in his last outing. Buries it from three-point range. MP's got...
What? I'm so sorry about that, you
Well, he
guys.
has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Well, he is looking confident Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
Now, here is George. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. And the Jazz, another three.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
George against MP. Adebayo passes to MP. And it's sent back by George. Here's Bailey. Sinks that one from the post.
And with his endless length, Ace Bailey's a good option down low.
George against MP. And it's off from three-point range. And here are the Jazz now. They're on a 13-5 run. Markkanen. And he banks in the layup.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Heat trail by 5. Adebayo kicks to Wiggins. Outside, Hero. Miami no good on that time either.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
George looking around. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Yeah, getting it done inside. Wiggins knowing exactly when to assert himself in the paint.
Now,
can you stop, like, fucking bothering me?
now here is George. 8 points for him. Markkanen in the corner. Off target from outside. The Heat have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. In the corner, Powell with it. Wiggins outside. The 3 from MP. Rebound, Utah. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, faced off twice last season. It was a split between the two teams.
Well, both teams struggled to be competitive overall last year, but at least their season series was.
And Miami has possession after the basket by Utah. Shots good by Hero.
Well, that is practically automatic for a guy like Hero. If he sees an opening from the 3, he will not hesitate.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Here's Bailey. Following the basket by MP. Shots good by Sensabaugh.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
George with the screen on Hero. Pass to Markkanen. The 3. And another 3 for Utah.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
MP against George. MP, no good. Utah leading by 4. Here's Bailey. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Miami Heat. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside, Markkanen. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
Greg, in the middle of a season like this, What possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
The Jazz making a switch here. Williams is checked in, and both free throws good for MP. Jazz leading by 4. Williams with the ball. Pass to McCullough. On the wing, Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams for 3. Beyond the arc. That shot missing. The Heat trail by 4. And the dunk by MP.
Oh, I miss having those young legs. MP taking full advantage in transition.
Pass to Nurkic. It's stolen by Adebayo. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. That evens the score.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Nurkic, a screen on MP. Markkanen from outside. It's rebounded by Jovic.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Oh, my goodness. 2 loud points for Bam.
Williams against MP. Pass to McCullough. Nurkic, a screen on Hero. Inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. And here again, the Heat in transition. Up the court they go. It's good. Now it's a 4-point Miami lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Williams, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for the Heat. Davion Mitchell comes in for Hero. Conchar checked in for the Jazz. Jackson with it. Working on Fontecchio. Nurkic finds Conchar. Mikhailuk. Another miss by Utah. And it's Miami's ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Nice ball movement by Utah. That one's in. His first shot this game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's Miami. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Here's MP. Up and in on the layup. MP's got 22 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
To the middle. There's Williams. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Here's MP. No good. This number 7. He's made 8 from the field. Jazz trail by 4. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Conchar. Here's Jackson with the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Back to MP. No good. Nice D from Williams. Here's Mikhailuk. Back to Williams. And stolen by MP. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Jackson. It's hauled in by the Heat. Fresh from a win against Portland.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
Well, when you pull out a close game like that, it really can do wonders for your confidence.
And so it's MP making things happen for Miami. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Norman Powell. He's out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Nurkic. Jackson has the open look, and he hits it to tie the game up. Jackson's got 6.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Jovic. He's guarded by Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing. And Jovic gets it to go. Jovic has got his second bucket. And George kicks to Williams. There's Jackson with the 3. On the wing, Jackson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so Powell will bring it up for the Miami Heat. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Ooh, and that dunk had some anger to it. I mean, usually he's content to just go up and get the finish with the soft touch.
Not that time. The big man looked like he had something to prove there.
His team wants to see more of that from him. Certainly has the physical tools to do it.
And it's Williams with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Mitchell, that one wide left. Utah comes into this one after the win against the Spurs. Luke passes to George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 15.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Mitchell outside. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yeah, and that made it difficult to stay connected to their shooting.
Pass to Larson. Pulls up on the wing. It doesn't go for him.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Williams. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Jazz making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in, and the Heat making a change here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Mitchell passes to Fontecchio. Now Powell. And it's good for 2.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Now here is George. He's got 15. Markkanen from outside. Jaquez with the rebound.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Shot's good by Hero.
And that's something Tyler Hero is really good at. Creating space for his shot.
George passes to Nurkic. Pass to Markkanen. It's up a 3. Drills it from outside. Markkanen's got 8. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
There's Hero with a 3. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Well, after giving up that 3 on one end, Tyler Hero was hunting an answer.
From 13, MyCareer can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Here's MyCareer. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Markkanen. This one for 3. Jaquez with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back over to you.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Miami leading by 5. Markkanen with the block.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Powell outside. It's rebounded by MyCareer. The Jazz shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Outside, Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, that's 1 in the first, and now here's his 2nd in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
The Jazz shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. George passes to Nurkic. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Hero on the wing. Defended by George. Back to Hero. Lets it fly. Connects. The jumper drops. Hero's got 14 points for the game.
It's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Pass to MyCareer. Nurkic, a screen on Mitchell. To the paint. And finished off by Nurkic.
Love watching Nurkic set hard screens and then roll with purpose. Great job in the creativity there from the pick and roll.
Fontecchio shoots over Nurkic. And it's Fontecchio missing. Pass to George. And here's Jackson. Fires the 3. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Fontecchio's got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Jackson with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Markkanen from outside. The Heat leading by 4. Here's MP. MP attacking the open floor.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
miss by Utah.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
And the key is attacking before the defense gets set.
Sensabaugh, it's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Sensabaugh's got his third basket of the night right there. Puts it up from 12, and it's Utah with the rebound. Markkanen down low. MP's there.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Hero passes to Fontecchio. There's the three. Here's Adebayo. Over Jackson. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6.
Well, this guy is giving all his energy on every possession. Those are just hustle points from Bam. He got the board and he converted it into 2 points. And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Wiggins passes to Hero. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo kicks to MP. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
Here's Sensabaugh, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Sensabaugh's got 6 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Fontecchio with the bounce pass. No problems knocking that one down. 7 points in the game.
Well, if you give Wiggins enough space, he will take and make those type of shots. Very decisive out there.
Here's Bailey. He's covered by Hero. Sensabaugh, no good.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Wiggins against Jackson. The three from MP. And it's hauled in by Markkanen.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Pass to Kessler. Down low. Stolen by Hero.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
And what can Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass. Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
And so it's Miami with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Miami Heat.
No sloppy passes, no easy giveaways, no big mistakes. They're keeping it tight like kidney pants over there, Ernie.
Hey, that's tighter than tight.
Yo, it's called form fitting. It's called a Euro cut. Thank you, gentlemen.
Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout and highlight some of the top candidates.
One thing about this contest, it's very hard to win. Everyone's a great shooter. It comes down to who's hot and who's clutch.
And most of these guys have shown they can do both of those things here in the regular season. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Jazz trail by 10. Markkanen and Kessler man the post position. Then there's Bailey. Then it's George. And it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. The Jazz shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. No good from outside. Miami leading by 10. To the inside. Here's Wiggins. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Wiggins has got 9 points.
And this is why Wiggins has become an efficient scorer, doing a much better job with his shot quality, and loves now to attack inside.
And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that. Well, he typically gets about 20 a night, so this is a big-time performance by Tyler Hero.
That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from George. Pass to MP, puts up a three. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got his fourth rebound in this one. And here's George, covered by MP. From the arc, and there's George. That's good on the assist from Bailey. Bailey's got his third assist on the night. Wiggins passes to Hero. To the paint. Here's MP. MP strong inside.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he also dished out plenty of assists, something we're used to seeing. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coach's pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And George kicks to Markkanen. Markkanen a screen on Hero. Here's Sensabaugh. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Adebayo finds Hero. Good ball movement here by Miami. And there's the bucket from MP.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
On the wing, Markkanen. George with the ball. Now defended by MP.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And great touch on that teardrop. Wiggins, so smooth.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Powell feeling it out a bit. Pass to MP. And there's another one for the Heat.
Beautiful timing on that play, and MP finishes it.
George with the bounce pass. Here's Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 14. Now here's Markkanen. Shot clock at 3. That 3 off the mark.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proven to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Down low. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. MP against George. Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside Markkanen. George passes to Markkanen. Now Kessler. Outside Markkanen. The deep three from George. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
And George gets it to go.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Bailey. He has 6. Markkanen can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Inside. George, no good. The Heat leading by 17. To the middle. Wiggins through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there. Jazz shooting around 40% in the third, maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. Pass to Kessler. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Powell outside. Here's MP. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now George, covered by MP. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's
just a solid performance on the entire.
And yep, another basket.
Oh, another extraordinary effort from him. But we've come to expect this now.
Yeah, he's now tied for the 5th most 40-point games over a single season, setting expectations extremely high. Kessler against Adebayo. Here's Sensabaugh. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Hero passes to Wiggins. Here's MP. And it's Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the basket by Bailey.
And that's the right decision when you've got a smaller man on you.
Miami leading by 15. Adebayo down low. He's covered by Kessler. MP, no good. The Jazz shooting well, 50% from the floor. Pass to Sensabaugh. The shot's good on the assist by George. Sensabaugh's got 17 now.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now a look at the stats for Andrew Wiggins.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Pass to Fontecchio. Miami no good on that time either. Jazz trail by 12. And George, here we go. And again, it's Utah.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Right side Hero. Mitchell outside. Releases. It's good from the top of the key. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night. The Jazz shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Larkin in a screen on Mitchell. The shot by George, no good. The Heat leading by 12. To the paint. Kicks it out to Hero. Pass to Jovic. Off target from three-point range. Here's Mikhailuk. He's covered by Hero. A nice shot by Mikhailuk.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Hero from long range. The rebound by the Jazz. 1:25 left in the third. Here's George. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Marquez against Jackson. Inside. Nurkic with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 18 points now here in the second half.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Jazz trail by 8. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third. Nurkic setting the pick for George. A three-pointer off the mark. And Miami shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Here's Fontecchio. Miami no good on that time either. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Markkanen. 12 seconds left in the third. 5 on the clock. Nurkic a screen on Hakeem. Jackson from long range hits the three-point bomb. And now it's only a 5-point Heat lead. And so it's NP making things happen for the Heat. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Mitchell, and it's Larson in at the 2.
I'm surprised.
Oh, come on, you guys. Don't choke it away now.
Dangerous guy to leave open.
And here's George to the inside. Pass to Filipowski. Jackson from long range. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Larson. Powell with it. With the drive, count the basket. Powell's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Heat.
Well, that is a nice job getting to the other side of the rim. Creates a tough angle for the defense.
Pass to Mikhailuk. And here's Nurkic. Outside for George. Here's Mikhailuk. And the 3 off target.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. The 3 from George. Jaquez with the rebound.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
For 3, Mitchell. Rebound, Utah.
Come on, offense. Let's go.
9 rebounds in the game.
Let's go, defense.
Mikhailuk passes to Nurkic. Nice ball movement by Utah. Mikhailuk can't get it to go.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
The shot by Powell, no good. Jazz trail by 9. Now, here is George. For 3, and Jackson with the basket on the assist by George. George has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Filipowski. Heroes checked in for the Heat. The Heat leading
Hopefully
by
I go
6.
for going to Mitchell soon.
Jovic passes to Hero, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, I love that right there. Tyler Hero giving you a little attitude.
Down low, here's Nurkic. It's hauled in by the Heat. Powell's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Hero kicks to Powell. The 3. Oh, my. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's on Lauri Markkanen. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court, but when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Jovic, no good. Jazz trail by 10. Pass to Mikhailuk. Now George. Nurkic, a screen on Mitchell. And here's George for 3. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Now here's Powell. Here's the screen. Miami no good on that time either. And for the Jazz, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Shoots over Hero. Nurkic can't hit.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Count that one.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
Outside, George. On the wing, Markkanen. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Lets it go from the wing. Hero, no good. Jazz trail by 12. Markkanen passes to George. On the wing, Jackson. A three-pointer, no good. Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And Jovic gets it to go. Jovic has got 4 this quarter.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
The Jazz call timeout. The Heat making a switch here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to the Jazz coach address his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Okay, Ellie, thank you. And George with the stuff.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And the basket by MP. MP's got 42 in the game.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
And with that, the Heat leaders get back down to 12 with the bucket from George.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all three levels.
Here's MP. It's hauled in by George. And here's Utah. On the wing, Markkanen. Now George. Jackson in the corner. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him. And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
George against MP. A floater. MP finishes inside.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
And stolen by MP. And they're pushing it up. Here's the floater. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 assists now tonight. Jazz trail by 14. And here's George. Outside for Jackson. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
The drive by MP. Misses from close range.
And that's not really his strength. And when you throw in great defense, well, you're not going to have a lot of success.
George passes to Kessler. Now Markkanen. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. Over MP. George, no good. The Heat leading by 12. Here's MP. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks it out to Markkanen. No good from 3.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Jazz shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Now Kessler. Jackson knocks down the 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
The Jazz call timeout. Bailey's checked in for the Jazz. Now Jackson. Cleared away by Adebayo. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop.
Wow, MP just explodes off the floor. What an athlete.
Jazz trail by 13. Here's Bailey. 1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. Four on the shot clock. Cleared away by Adebayo. The Heat leading by 13. Not that time. It won't go. Now George. Now Bailey. Shoots. And he misses the J. MP. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Miami.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
And his playmaking was a big storyline in this game. He got guys involved and found them in their favorite spots.
Oh, off the glass.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Jackson cleared away by Adebayo. The drive by MP, and it's sent back by George.
No, give me the ball. Give me the ball.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Now let's go courtside with Jennifer Quintana.
A dominant game by MP, leading his team to victory. MP, you broke 40 points tonight. Is 40 just a number? What does it mean in today's NBA?
20 points means hot soup. 30 points means a hot meal. When I drop 40, that means a whole buffet. I'm feeding every family on the team, Jennifer Quintana. We all eat when I hit 40, and it feels great.
We're eating good tonight then, MP. Thank you.
Steak and lobster for everybody.
Kevin, over to you.
As always, we appreciate it, Jen. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. See you later.
For MP is tough.
Yeah, for tonight. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.